Hate it crooked. Be crooked. It's annoying. Hi. Okay. Hang on, I'm looking for one more card here. Meaningful. Meaning. No. Hi, guys. Hi. Hopefully, I don't know if it's in here. Hang on. Fever, no. Okay, it's not in here. All right. Hi. I did come on. Hi, Hexen. My love. I have not answered my phone all day. I promised the hubby today that I would put my phone on mute, and I literally have had it on mute all day long, which is weird for me. But I finally said, okay, I have to go on because I got a good question, and I thought it's too long of an answer to type out. Hi. Okay. So who do we have? Let me take a quick peek. All right. Hi, Katie. Hi, B Young. How are ya? I haven't seen you for a while. Hope things are good. Kelsey, Jackie, Angela, Lori, Kelsey. I said Kelsey, didn't I? Kelsey twice. Brittany, hello, getting ready for a nice hot bath. Yay! Oh, good. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Denise. And Gypsy and Kirsten. Spirit Moon, hi. Good. Trisha, hi. Okay, so I got a question in the group. And someone said they were confused and they weren't sure what the difference between a dark moon and a new moon was. That's a good question because it is kind of confusing when you look at it and you kind of look at, especially so what she said was she was using cards. And I don't know if she was using this moon deck or there's a couple now. There's quite a few actually. Or this one. I don't think this one. I haven't looked at this one in a long while, but I don't know if this one has a dark moon in it or not. I don't think so because it doesn't go through every single day of the moon. Okay. So there is a difference. And I figured, what did I do at the top? There it is. I figured I'd come on and talk about what the difference is because it is confusing. And it's confusing because there's two different philosophies on it. So what one person says might be different from what some other people say. Hi, Shauna. How are you? Yay. Okay. So here we go. Let's talk about it. If you look on a calendar, and I wish the one thing I was hoping I would be able to find, and of course I can't find it, is like a big calendar. Much better. Good. Hi, Miss 64. So if you look on a calendar, yes, may the 4th be with everyone. Absolutely. And I have not watched nearly enough Star Wars today. I've been trying to be nice to the hubs, but I really am kind of missing my 4th day. I post way more shit on the 4th than I do today, than I have today, but that's because I don't have none of my, well, Joey kind of is, but Frankie and I are really the big Star Wars people. So I really miss my Frankie who's at drill weekend. So I can't even talk to him about it because he's at drill weekend. Boo. But yes. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Yay. And Justin. Hi. Justin came in. Good. Okay. So if you look on a calendar at today's date, it will tell you that today is a new moon. The ones are offish to me. Right? This made my day. Yay. Oh, good. So on a calendar, even like Llewellyn's calendars, which that always surprised me. I thought, that's so weird. On a calendar, it will say that today is the new moon. And so again, there's two different philosophies. So let's talk about that just a little. Okay. So as far as the new moon, I kind of want to start with the dark moon because that's a little easier, and then we'll flip over to the new moon. Okay. So let's say the dark moon. So we're talking about, this is the void or the dark moon. Hi, Pat. Welcome. So the dark moon, what's the dark moon? So we're going to talk about two different philosophies, two different thoughts. Okay. One is astronomy, which is like the science people and astronomy. Okay. And the other is astrology and people of magic with a K at the end, magic. Okay. So that's the two different philosophies we're going to talk about. Astronomy, which is that's who puts out the calendars and stuff. And astrology and magic. Astronomy tells us the dark moon is whenever the moon is invisible. So there's usually, it depends on where you live, really. But there's anywhere from sometimes, depending on where you live, there's only one. And sometimes, depending on where you live, there could be 3 days or 3 nights sometimes that there's no illumination at all. Hi, Claire. So we're talking about illumination. We're talking about the percentage of illumination that you can see. When you cannot see any illumination, when it is blocked out completely, which means, this is so hard to explain. I need 3 balls, really. And I have none. Okay. This is the sun beaming down. This is the moon. And this is the earth, okay? So we're up here looking at the moon. I don't have enough hands. Hi, Johnny. The sun is beaming down. When the moon is directly in the path of the earth. I just really had to watch my typing with that. What did you say? Hi, whispers. Then it creates a shadow on the earth. And so what we see is a darkness. We don't see anything because the moon is in between, right? The earth and the sun, and it creates a shadow, and we're not seeing that. I so need I know what it's called too. I have it in my cart on eBay, but it's like $3,000. They're called oh shit, what the hell are they called? Well, I can tell you on the Dark Crystal, Magra has one. You know, the big, the planetarium thingy. Yeah, there's a name for it, and I know it on some days, but some days I don't. Hi, Caroline. So on that orrery, thank you. Yes, that's it, Rebecca. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so need an orrery because it's so much easier, especially if you have one that the sun lights up and it actually creates the shadow and stuff. It's so much, you're like, oh, like when you were trying to explain retrogrades too, it's a lot easier if you have an orrery. All right, so, but the dark moon, hi, Amethyst, and anybody else, hi, Kay, and anybody else I missed, forget the flat earth theory. We have spectacle case earth, right? Whoa, I think that is the first time I ever said that I'm excited for summer. Yay! That's because you're coming here. I'm so excited. Okay, dark moon. Hi, Erica. Did I say hi already? Hold on, I need a sip of drink. Okay, so the dark moon, depending on where you live on the earth, where your location is, this could be anywhere from one day, it's actually 26 and a half hours or something like that, and 3 days that you cannot see anything. So it's a dark moon, okay? And that is, hold on. I'm hot. I'm getting a hot flash and I have a sweatshirt on. How bad is that? Okay. Depending on where you're located. Astrology and magic, they define the dark moon as 0 illumination. So it's almost the same thing, right? The dark moon is almost the same in astronomy, the science astronomy, where the stars and planets are and that kind of thing. And astrology and magic is almost the same definition. It's 0% illumination. It's when you cannot see any sliver of a moon. That's called the dark moon. Okay? Now, hi, Jack. Now we're going to talk about the new moon, which for some reason in this deck, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, no light whatsoever. Now, for some reason in this deck, the new moon looks like a fucking full moon. How stupid is that? Either definition I'm going to give you guys, it never looks like a full moon, right? But anyways, I know it should not look like a full moon. That's just stupid. But it does, whatever, fine. So, in the new moon, okay, so let's talk about the first one is astronomy. Oops, right? Astronomy, the science where the planets are, astronomy. This is how the calendar is made. Astronomy is the midpoint, color it black. Yeah, exactly. It should be, where's the other moon deck? Hold on. Because this one actually is pretty good, I think, the new moon one. Yeah, see? Well, kind of, except this is, all right, hold on. Here we go. Astronomy, if you couldn't see this sliver, astronomy says it's the midpoint. The new moon is the midpoint between the dark moon. So don't forget, what's the dark moon in astronomy? It is 1 to 3 days that you cannot see. There's 0 illumination. So, exactly, Hexen, you're getting ahead of me. Hold on, don't confuse everyone. Astronomy, science. I'm so hot. Says that the new moon is the exact midpoint between the dark moon. So that's why in astronomy, they give you an exact time of the new moon, right? If you look up like your lunar calendars and stuff like that, they'll say the new moon is exactly this time. That is the exact midpoint between the darkness. Okay? That's the astronomy part. Astrology and magic, what we go by, what we live our lives by, the phases of the moon, the cycles of the earth, all that kind of stuff is astrology and magic. Astrology and magic say exactly what Hexen just said, which is that when you can see, my moon app says the new moon was 6:45 p.m. Yes, Eastern Standard Time, because it's at different times for every time zone. That is the exact midpoint. Astrology, astronomy, science, exact midpoint. Astrology and magic say the new moon starts when you can first see that sliver of light coming across the dark moon. Okay, so the dark moon can't see anything. All of a sudden you see a little sliver of light. Where the hell are my other cards? Really? Oh, I put them on here. All of a sudden you see a little sliver of light. Right? You see that teeny sliver. You see that teeny sliver. For us, magic people, and for astrology, this is the new moon. So it could be anywhere from, usually it's from 3% illumination. You can't see 1%. Sometimes you can see 2%. It depends on how dark you're in, that kind of thing. But if you think of what the word actually says, when you say dark moon, that means can't see it. There's no dark moon. If you think of what would you think, if you didn't know anything about anything, if you didn't know that your calendar said today was actually the new moon, You would think when you, hi, Maddie, when you think of what the new moon would mean, it would mean, oh, when we can first see that first sliver of light, that's when the new moon starts showing up. So astronomy, that's what the calendars go by. That's why it's so confusing. You're like, wait, my calendar says the new moon was today. Technically, it's not today. It's not until tomorrow. So astrology and magic tell us that the new moon is actually tomorrow. It's when we can see that first sliver of light. And how long does it last? It lasts 7 days until the first quarter moon. So until it's halfway, the whole first waxing phase of the moon is actually entitled new moon to magic workers and to astrologers. So the first day you can see a little bit. Okay, so I should put out my new moon card tomorrow. Yes. Then the second day you could see a little bit more. Guess what? Still a new moon. And then the third day you could see a little bit more. Still a new moon. Fourth day you could see a little bit more. Still a new moon. I can never quite figure out if I was born on a new moon or a dark moon, right? Seventh moon. Well, if it says on the calendar that it was a new moon, it was technically a dark moon. And then the seventh day, when it's just about halfway, now it's a first quarter. So that means that it's 7 days. The new moon actually lasts 7 days. This deck is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So technically, we have 7 days. Hi, Lady Gray. To do our new moon workings. Our dark moon workings, we only have 1 day. So do we know? I don't know if you guys know some, and that's confusing too, because some spell workers and stuff, they just go by the calendar, which is okay. It's not wrong. That's what scientists have said. So it's hard for us sometimes to say something different because we're looking at our calendar and it says the new moon, right? If you look at dark moon workings, though, that's usually it's banishings. It's like the left-handed path kind of workings you want to do on the dark moon. Especially on if you can hit what's called a black moon. So now, does anybody know what a black moon is? Whew. Black moon is when I pass out because I'm so hot and I'm having a hot flash.
Moon that's black.
And close. Banishing, hexing, protection, absolutely. So a black moon happens. It depends. It's something like every 29 months or something. I can't remember. There is a black moon this year. A black moon happens when there is 2 new moons, 2 dark moons for us, for magic workers. 2 dark moons. That's right, the opposite of a blue moon. 2 dark moons in 1 month. I would take off my hoodie, but I only have a bra on underneath. Thank you. Then that's why I'm wearing it, because it's the 4th. It's just, oh my God, it's so hot up here.
Careful, Jesus Christ, yes.
So 2 dark moons in a month. So here's the funny thing about this dark moon that's coming up. This black moon. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. Yes, I know. Blue moon. Blue moon is the second full moon in a month. Correct. The black moon is the second dark moon, or when our calendar says second new moon of the month. Here's the funny thing about this year's black moon. Blue moon is 2 full in a month. Exactly. And the black moon is 2 new moons on the calendar, or 2 dark moons in a month. The funny thing is that depending on where you live, it could be in different months this year. For instance, it depends on where you live, Denise. So if you live in the UK, your black moon isn't until August. Because your first dark moon happens August 1st at 4:11 a.m. And your second dark moon, which then would constitute the black moon, happens August 30th at 11:37 a.m. If you're in America, our black moon this year happens in July, because our first dark moon is July 2nd at 3:16 p.m. And our second dark moon happens July 31st at 11:11 p.m. So our black moon in the United States is going to be July 31st. If you're in the UK, then your black moon this year is going to be August 30th. Because of the time difference, it depends on when your new moon, dark moon occurs. So for us in the United States, it'll be July. And yes, the black moon has extra special energy. So I have a couple things that I was going to do actually tonight that I'm saving for July, which is good because then I'll really get to decide if this was a working that I need to do or not. Exactly, Hexen. Exactly, hexing. Honoring darker deities. Hecate is all about the black moon. Hecate is huge on the black moon, as is Lilith, as is Kali, as is, who else am I thinking of? Kali, Lilith, Hecate. I'm leaving someone out. Hey, yeah, Persephone. Yep. Me too for my birthday. Yay. Morgan. Yep. Morgan, that's true. Any of the dark goddesses, this will be a huge honoring to them. And as a matter of fact, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is, do I want to start that now? I don't know. But yes, I'll be drawing in my goddess on that day. I'm about 90% certain she wants me to work with her. Awesome. Dark moon water. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. Baba Yaga. Yep. Resh Kagel. Yep. Exactly. So if you feel like you have been working with a dark goddess for a while, I don't know if I would do this perfect, and I don't either. I think I've only done that three times in my life, and it is for only extreme stuff. Hi, Shamara. If you have been working with dark goddesses and you feel like you're ready to draw down the goddess, that would be a great time to do it, is on the black moon. Exactly. It definitely depends on what you consider hexing. Because what I consider hexing, what I have done is not really a hex. It's more of a binding that just turned out to be kind of hexing to them because they were complete asswipes. To me, cursing is totally different. Yes, me too. Black moon is when? Okay, so again, it depends on where you live. If you're in the United States, this year's black moon is going to be July 31st because it's the second dark moon of the month. If you live in the UK, yours is August 30th. Because of when your dark moon happens. What would you use dark moon water for? For any kind of, that's a good thing when you're talking about protection work. So anytime you're talking about a mirror spell to reflect something back, anytime you're talking about protecting against cursing, protecting against hexes, protecting against anything and negative energy, that kind of thing. Cursing is darker, more evil intent. Yes, exactly. It does depend on the witch, for sure. Definitely. Anyways, if you, I don't know, again, this is when you're talking about calling down a goddess, it's a pretty big deal. I've been on this path now for about 15 years. Holy shit. That always surprises me. And I have felt like I was prepared to call down a goddess twice. So what you're really doing is opening yourself up and allowing the goddess to inhabit your skin, to really commune with the goddess. And you have to be prepared to work with that kind of energy. It's not something that I would do lightly. And thank you. Hi, Heidi. Is it in July for Canada too? No, because you are on the same hemisphere. Because you're on the same hemisphere as we are, or not hemisphere. Invoking? Yes, exactly that. You're on the same, what do I want to say? Longitude, latitude. You're on our side of the world, Canada. So it will be, yes, it will be July 31st. Exactly. Yes. And then Canadian Maritimes. Oh, that's true. Okay. Thank you, Marge, because I forget that it depends on where in Canada, right? Longitude, north to south. Yes, I know. I gotcha. Thanks. Yes. Thank you, Marge. Exactly. That we have both Ori and globes, right? I know, Rebecca. No kidding, right? And my cousins, I have the volume up, and my husband's cousin is listening like, what are you watching? Right? Oh my God, I'm having such a hot flash. I wish I had something on under this. I'm dying. Like truly dying here. All right. So we will, I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable even really talking about that kind of stuff yet. Because it's not something I would do lightly. That's all. Change into a shirt. We will wait. Okay, I might do that because I'm like really hot, flashing bad. Skyclad. Thanks, Marge. Hold on, I'll be right back. Whew. Oh my God, that's so much better. Holy crap, I thought I was gonna die. Okay. We will all go refill our tea. Yay! Okay. Skyclad. Yeah, right. Okay. July 31st. Yes, exactly. All the teachers gone. Dance party. Woo! So much better. Thank you. I feel like I'm dying. Gaia. Yay. So yeah. All right. So hopefully that enlightens some of us. And I don't know. I still may use the term new moon. I will try to start changing my terminology. So that I'm actually saying new moon when it's actually the new moon for us magically. I don't promise. You should do a part 2 to this. I don't promise that I can always do that because, I'm like everyone else. You kind of get lazy and I look at the calendar and go, look, that's the new moon. I was talking about the dark moon tonight. Yay, right? Regarding black moon rituals, incenses, goddesses. That's a good idea. I know. And probably, I probably will do a part 2 when we get closer to the dark moon. Or I mean the black moon. See, now I'm going to really start. Then we'll talk about what we can do for the black moon and what we can accomplish during the black moon. There's all kinds of binding stuff. There's all kinds of protections that you can't do at any other time of the year. Absolutely abundance checks. Oh yeah, I have people at work that do abundance checks that are like, wait, when is the new moon, Jen? When is it? I have to let them know so that they can switch out their abundance checks. I do. What, if any, apps do you use for lunar cycles? Oh, yes. Okay, that's a good question because I was going to tell you that too. If you're using an app for lunar cycles, that's one of the hints is that you can use, if you use an app that has the illumination of the moons on there, then that will help you to, I want to do a protection and health, Hold on, I missed it. I want to do a protection and health for a coworker who has had a rough pregnancy. Any suggestions? Yes. Give me 1 second. Let me finish up my thought because I'm squirrely. Use an app that has the illumination of the moon, and that will help you to remember what it means. So the dark moon really is the on the computer, on the phone, I have a different app. And of course I can't because I'm on the phone. I think it's called Moon. I can't remember. But I have a moon app on the phone that's different, but it needs to have the illumination. Okay. On the computer, I use Moon Giant. Moongiant.com has a great app or has a great thing that has the illumination, and it has a calendar and all that. Now it'll call it the new moon right now. Because astronomy says that it's the middle of the dark moon, don't forget. So the dark moon technically started yesterday because it was only 2%. And continues today and continues tomorrow. Because if you look at tomorrow, it's still only 0%. Deluxe Moon app. Yes, that's the one I use too, Caroline. Thank you. And then by May 6th, so by Monday, that will be the new moon, magically speaking. And until then, yesterday, today, and tomorrow is all the dark moon. So this is one of those months that there's technically 3 days of dark moon. Okay. Right. Now, what's an abundance check? On the new moon, you can't, it's new beginnings. So I make out a check from our checkbook, or you can print out. If you look up new moon abundance checks, they have blank ones you can print right out. If you don't want to use your real checkbook, that's okay. But you write on there, new moon abundance check. You write out, usually I put paid in full. I little glitched. I made a year's worth of black salt on the June dark moon. Woo, awesome. That's a great time to make it too on the black moon that's coming up in July. Abundance checks. Yeah. Whew. You write on there. I always write. Now, some people put like full abundance or something. I always think in my head of, okay, how much this month in the next 28 days, what the hell did I do? In the next 28 days, how much do I expect to make? And then how much, if I really am working hard and I really feel like I put my all in, how much extra do I think I could make? And then I put that number. So let's say I make, just to round it up, I'm terrible at math. Let's say I make $100 a month. That's not what I make, obviously. But let's say I make $100 a month. And I'm like, okay, if I do some extra readings, if I can figure some stuff out, if I do something extra here, I think I might be able to come up with another $50. So then I write on the check $150. Then I sign it, and I put at the bottom, paid in full, full abundance. And then you put it in your wallet, and you leave it there until the next new moon. Dark moon. New moon. I was going to say you make less a month than I make in 2 days. No, that's not what I make, but I'm terrible at math, so that's an easy way to do it. So yes, I would do that on the new moon, on the actual new moon. Okay, blessing and empowering a black mirror during the black moon. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Would you have an idea about hexing? What did I miss? Blessing and empowering a black mirror during the black moon for scrying. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea. I like it. For sure. You've never heard of the abundance checks, really? If you look them up online, honey, you can print out blank ones if you don't want to use your real checks. Because, you know, you have to pay for those real checks. I know sometimes people are like, I'm not wasting it on that. But, you know, nowadays, I haven't written a check in years now. Absolutely. That is a great idea. For sure. That is a really good idea. It's too bad that you're not going to move here, Hexen, and live with me, hint, hint, when you come up for tarot stock and find a job up here. Because then we could do stuff together on the black moon. Anyways, I'm not subliminally sending a message or anything, I swear. Can avoid a check? Yes, absolutely. For sure. You can use avoided check. Which is, if you use a real check, then that's what it would be, is a avoided check. You caught that, huh, Shauna? I haven't at all been bringing that up with him. I just put Deluxe Moon on my phone. Yay! And like I said, as long as it has the illumination, then you should be able to keep track of it. Hello, Istanbul. Oh, what was the question? X, would blasting be similar to cursing someone? Oh, cursing someone. I guess it depends on what that would entail. Yeah, I use the deluxe one too. That's the one I have too, because it does have the illumination percentages and stuff like that. So it's really good. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Not quite. So Maddie and Dave are going to have their popcorn party tonight. Can you message me ideas? Ideas. Oh, yeah, wait. What was your question, Angela? I'm sorry. Shit. I did say I was going to get back to you. I want to do a protection and health for a coworker who has had a rough pregnancy. Yes, yes, yes. And is that your name on Facebook, honey? So that way I know I'm messaging the right person. Do I have? Yeah, I have a pen. Yes. Okay. Angela Boone. All right. I will message protection and health for pregnancy, right? Pregnancy. Perfect. Now, Angela, did you by any chance watch my video on healing? Because to me, the first thing that I think of when you say that is that documentary on Netflix that was Heal, which is that a lot of it is in the mind, and you have such a huge capability of doing some incredible things when you program your mind right. It's called, I think, what did I say? Let's talk about healing or something like that. It was like 2 weeks ago. That's the first thing I thought of. You use the moon phase app? Good. Groon, I have some thunder water I need to put to purpose. That black moon sounds like it. Yes, absolutely it would. Absolutely. For sure. Yep, in 15-20 minutes, they'll be live for popcorn party tonight on Dave's channel tonight. Is that on Wizard's Tower? Oh my goodness. Did I just say it right? I learned Dave's channel's name. I'm so excited. How did that happen? I got rid of my block. You have to be up at 5 a.m. Oh, Rebecca, go to bed, honey. Get some sleep. I know, on Wizard's Tower, I said it right, Maddie. What the heck happened that I suddenly learned it tonight? I'm so excited. Hi, Tar Apple. Okay. I know, I can't believe it. I had like some weird mental block, but I don't know. Maybe I had to appear on Popcorn Party for my mental block to go away. Well, hello from the UK, Detector Biff Marley. Detector. Oh, I thought that said detective. I was going to say, look, the FBI is on again. And it worked. Blasting was practiced in ancient Egypt after the person's death to keep him from entering the afterworld. Woo! Absolutely. Ah, see, I did too. All in the mind. That's right. Hey, just wanted to say thank you for sharing your knowledge and ideas with us. Aw. Thank you, Jenny Moonchild. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And welcome. Bird is saying like crazy. Yay! Oh, good. Yay! Now, I know I said I was going to be on a couple times today, but I spent the day, hanging. So that means, and partly because tomorrow is going to be rainy, I guess, here. So that means tomorrow I can kind of spend most of the day doing YouTube stuff. I have a couple things to do. I have my tea box to open. I have, I won't tell you about the other stuff yet. I have a couple things to, yay! Oh, good. The bird loves the witchy TV. I love it. I have a couple things to start. And I really want to start completing my fairy sessions because there's a lot of different fae stuff that I haven't gotten to. But I've been reading that book. I don't know. All right. I'm going to get going because we have like less than 15 minutes till Popcorn Party. I'll try to stop in, I promise. I hope everyone is having a fabulous weekend. And if you see Wendy, give her a virtual hug. I know her friend Scott finally got taken off of life support. And so that was really a good thing. But it doesn't mean that it's not hard. Hi, Bruce, Batman. You're welcome, guys. I love you. I'm going to be burning my Reiki basket tonight. And then we'll start again tomorrow. Oh, that's one thing I did do is I finally put my master symbols on my Reiki basket. So yay. We'll start a new one tomorrow. Yes, definitely. All right. I love you guys. Blessings. We'll see you tomorrow.